Okay. My username is Lliammimiyolo5, more commonly known as just Liam. I am the commander of CPD, and I've been in CPD now almost 3 years. How did I start? Well, let's see. Almost 3 years ago, there was this thing the CPD did. It was called a CPA, Chicago Police Academy. It was where like civilians could attend this course to get certified to apply to CPD. One day I was just kind of looking through the Chicago Discord, and I saw this announcement that said CPA was opening. So I thought I might as well just join it. And I did. It was the first CPA class, I think. Yeah, and from there I was like, well, I've now done this, been certified, I might as well apply. And that's it. What was it like? It's a very good question. I love it personally. It's been amazing the past 3 years. There's like this real sense of community. You obviously have the wider Chicago community, but within CPD, I don't know, there's just something different about it. It's really lovely how you can make like very close friends in CPD. I know I have a couple. Yeah, I really enjoy working here. I hope to be working here for at least a few more years. What motivates me? Well, honestly, it probably is the community. Like I said in the past question, it's such a great community. And it really helps when you're working with people you love and you can patrol together. A lot of the times there's these massive events that we do as a whole department. Very fun. Motivates me to do my duties. I guess just enjoy, like the chases, the patrols, especially big events like government events. Well, being director of internal affairs, I'd like to say yes. um, I don't know. I mean, obviously, people always have their opinions on CPD. A lot of the time, they're negative because of the all kinds of different misconduct, false arrest, abuse of tools, whatever. I like to think that I'm doing my part at least to help bring the department's reputation up. Hopefully, I'm going to be releasing something soon, actually, to make IAB more transparent. And we're going to be releasing monthly statistics. So overall, I'd say we have tried to increase our reputation better than it was. Yeah. Ooh, what would I do differently? I'd join earlier, to be honest. I know there's always that thing when you join a group and you love it so much. You're like, oh, I wish I joined this group earlier. It's kind of how I felt. Although, me joining at the time I did, I think I was very lucky with how I rose up the ranks. Everything was kind of laid out perfectly. Just as I got to this rank, something would happen which could make me easily get to the next rank, kind of thing. So I think overall I've done pretty well for myself. There's not much I would change, to be honest. I don't know, you kind of just get used to it. Obviously, when you start, it can be quite overwhelming. being an officer for the first time, especially if you're alone at bank or something, for example. And there's loads of different crimes going on. Um, you just have to prioritize sort of what you can do, and always remember that if you don't see a crime happen, you can't do anything about it. If you don't know the whole situation, it's best to leave it. Otherwise, you're most likely gonna false arrest someone. How I deal with that is just, I don't know, really. You just get used to it over the time, especially having been on hundreds of patrols. Um, yeah, you just learn your cuffs because there's obviously keybinds and stuff. Learn your tools. That's about it, really. Oh, it's great, genuinely. Um, Community is wonderful. I have so many good friends in CPD and who are no longer in CPD, but met in CPD. We were always doing events and even game nights and stuff. It is great. I really enjoy working there. There can obviously, as every group really, there can be issues between members, but they're usually sorted out pretty well, I'd say. Um, Everyone can't like everyone, but it's definitely not a toxic environment at all. It's great. I'd say recently the junior command members, so sergeants and staff sergeant, could do with being a bit more active or contributing more, but we're working on that as much as we can. Um, Obviously though, it's just been winter and it's just been, or still currently is for some people, exam season. Um, so the activity isn't always going to be where we want it to be. But yeah, if there was one thing I could change, it would be command activity overall. I am obviously going to be biased here because I am department command and I love CPD. I'm not going to give it a 10 because it's not perfect and everyone knows that. Oh, I'd give it a 9, I reckon. There's stuff we can improve on, but we are working on it. We're trying to be as inclusive and cooperative generally over the whole department as we can, and transparent through the use of the external affair server and IAB transparency. So yeah, I reckon I'd say 9 out of 10. What is it like? Well, it is great, honestly. Um, when I first became department command, I was a captain. Obviously, I was a divisionless captain, which means I wasn't head of major crimes or the detective bureau or any other department at the time. I think bailiffs might have been. Um, so I had kind of been delegated the role of running the patrol bureau, which is like main CPD, which was great. I got to be involved in these big events department, by patrols, government events, city hall lockdowns, and then some rank changes happened, and I became major crimes head, which was also amazing. One of the things I love about department command is being the head of a division or bureau. It's yeah, I love running divisions. Major crimes was very fun to run, but I think I would say IAB is my favorite. Obviously as commander now, I help run the department as a whole, but also lead IAB. Yeah, no, being department command is really great because you get to run these divisions which kind of hold up most of CPD. If you're not in a division, it's not boring to say, but it's less fun. um, yeah, and obviously we also do these massive events that I keep mentioning as PB as a whole, which are usually determined by department command. And obviously, all department command members are involved in making big decisions about the department, voting a lot of the time on rank, reading cadet applications, etc. Yeah, I very much enjoy it. Most embarrassing moment. That's a very good question. Ooh, a funny one. Not sure about embarrassing. Was one time, or maybe actually, yeah, kind of embarrassing. One time on April Fool's, it was. I think I was a lieutenant at the time. Uh, Captain Marcelo, who's now left. He sent over a strike document to me, and obviously, having no previous disciplinary action, I was like, oh my god, what was this for? What did I do? Looked at it, and it was like, Happy April Fools. And my first reaction to it was like, I messaged Marcelo saying, "Oh my god, what have I done? I'm so sorry." And then he sent that in the CPD gallery for everyone to see. So I'd say that's probably one of, if not my most embarrassing moments. Um, I kind of compartmentalize, So CPD takes up a certain amount of time every day in my life, but I never let it sort of overtake my day. So obviously at the moment, um, I am currently finishing my A levels, which are some exams. Um, and I've had to kind of let CPD take a back seat while I do these exams. But luckily, CPD has this system where we have inactivity requests, I suppose. Department command reads and accepts or denies. Um, so it's quite easy to manage your life, especially if you're having a busy time in real life. You can always request inactivity. You can go deal with your life and then come back when you're ready and you're not expected to do anything during that inactivity, which is very helpful in managing that balance between the CPD and real life. No, honestly, probably not. When I joined, I had a set goal. I was like, okay, I've joined this group. It looks great. I'm really enjoying it. I want to become a sergeant because those are the people you kind of look up to at that point. Um, yeah. So I thought getting to sergeant was amazing. I think I'm pretty happy here as a sergeant. And then I never expected to get to commander. I just kept kind of ranking up and got to lieutenant. I was like, wow, I didn't expect this. captain again, I was like, never thought I'd get here, and I'm finally commander. I definitely didn't expect to make it all the way to commander when I joined. Yeah, my main goal was sergeant.